heard an essay. Somebody told me an essay. They be snatching wigs off.
Yeah, they do. Like there was
Somebody told me you be walking in
dreadlocks,
the
even dreadlocks, but they come with scissors behind you. They go Let me have my Jack Harlow vibes.
Jack Harlow. Do you like him?
Honestly, that new song, I don't like no whips and chains, but you can tie me down. I'm just like,
Is it what it says? Tie me down. Is
Yeah.
that the lyric? Tie me down.
I swear, it's
I
the
thought
lyrics.
I thought it says I don't like no whips and chains, but you can.
Wind me down. What
No,
else
no,
could
not
it be?
wind me down. Like, but you can love me down. I thought that's what it was.
Lie me down.
I don't know.
Pronunciation weird.
I don't fucking know.
Vowels off. No, I don't think so.
I don't know. You know, like I can't stand that about my like when I get in these moods where you don't know like the lyrics and you create your own lyrics to songs. It be making me mad.
But we do it all the time, though. I'm pretty sure. No, but like, yeah, and then the beginning of the video. Oh my gosh, Jack Harlow, you got something going on. Like usually,
Is the eyes.
I don't even know if it's the eyes. It's just the swagger. Because I'm just thinking you like, you know, another white boy, and then I see you go with the swag, and then he does the, like, he sticks out his tongue in the beginning of the video as it's hitting, you know, the beats, and he's like,
It's doing something for you.
it does. I don't admit it, but I watched that part
Let's hear how many times.
way too many times.
No, put a
like I
number
just
on it. Put a
rewinded
number
it.
on it.
I'm not gonna do that.
No, I want to know.
I'm not gonna sell myself like that. I'm not gonna expose myself like that. It's just not gonna happen today. But
Is it a double-digit number?
I lost count after 5. I lost count. But it was just like, I don't know. I was just like, did he?
He checked you out.
He checked someone out. I don't know if it was me, but like, he checked someone out.
You and the rest of the 5 million women watching that video.
Dude, I'm just like, hello, hi. And I'm like, don't do that. And it's the tongue as well.
Jack.
He's got the
listen,
swagger that is not like.
You know, he did say in a song, he's like, you know, something 28 to.
What, yeah, he said like, she's 28,
She's 28.
but she's calling me a baby.
Yes.
Or whatever.
So, Jack, she 28 now. And she saying you ain't a baby, boy. You grown. You know what I'm saying? You big grown.
Nah, I saw he was 25, and I was like, I know it shouldn't be like a big thing, but it's like, I don't know.
I'm that age ain't nothing but a number.
I do believe that 100%. But you know, there was this other actor, Aaron Taylor Johnson, who married this woman.
Aaron Taylor Johnson.
I
Who
don't know
is
which
this?
movie I can tell you that.
Give me a reference.
This is
I'm
hard for
not
me.
big on celebrity names
Yeah,
or
they're hard.
actor names.
I just
Yeah.
remember watching him in this funny movie about, I don't know, superheroes, like kids superheroes.
That is very enlightening.
Yeah, I can't. He
That was
acted in.
big sarcasm.
He was also like in this movie about the Beatles, I think.
I'm trying to.
Luckily,
Beatles.
we can Google.
Movie about Beatles.
I don't know if you've seen him, but he's also been in some good movies, like big.
Let me see this man's.
He's a man's. And when he was a young boy, a young buck. When he was a young buck,
I don't
he's
know.
still a young buck technically.
His pictures, like his face is giving familiar, but at the same time not.
Yeah, I think it was this movie Kick-Ass. Yeah, Kick-Ass.
Yes, and also Bullet Train.
And yeah, in that Bullet Train movie,
All
he made a
right.
kind of.
And Ana Karina.
Huh?
Ana Karina.
Oh, I don't think I watched that movie.
It's a good movie.
Is it?
Wow,
Is it Russian?
he's been in all these things.
Is it a Russian
Wow.
movie? The name, I just feel like. It'd be...
I've watched it. I don't remember. Let me see. Yeah. It's about the wife of a Russian imperial minister.
Yeah.
He's a foiny.
Yeah. Yeah, he's fine. And he married when he was 18, 20. Excuse, I could be wrong, but he married the director of his movie.
Oh.
And she's like 20 years older than him.
That is age ain't nothing but a number to the max, boy.
Dude, and I'm just like, but aren't you 18 and now you're falling in love with like a 40-year-old?
But
To
you know
me,
what?
that's a little bit wild.
I'm
but
I'm not saying it's too wild because so many times I'm not big on this like gender situation, men versus women.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah. To
But
me, it's not about that.
realistically speaking, it's like men will date 18, 20, 23-year-olds all the time. Leonardo, I respects you, pero you are the king of it. You're running the mafia for the young buck movement. Okay. Men do it all
What do
the
you mean?
time.
Yes, fair.
And so I'm not gonna knock my good sis who wanted to energize a bunny. And I'm not gonna knock my, young buck who was ready for a little mature.
A little mature. A little mature. I don't know. It's not so much about the difference in age, so much as it's about when they married for me. I'm just like,
What is the win?
he was, so 2012, they married 2012. Obviously, they met on the set of Boy, whatever, I can't remember. Nowhere Boy, yes. A film based on the childhood experiences of the Beatles songwriter and singer John Lennon. And that was in 2009.
Okay.
So if he is at the moment 33. Oh my God, I can't do the math. If it's 2023, yeah, 18. Yes, if it's 2023, that would subtract 2009. That's 14 years. 18 or 19. 18, 19. He's probably...
I don't know. That don't sound...
That's correct. I'm pretty sure with the math right now. Exactly. So
That's
for me,
young.
there was also another show about how this woman teacher, teacher,
Yeah.
good God, teacher, a show, and she started dating this boy. She was married and started dating. Have you seen that show?
Yeah,
The Teacher.
Yeah, I've seen it.
That was wild because it messed up that kid. It really
Did it?
messed.
He seemed happy.
Nah, did you see the end of that show? Yeah, during he was just like, I'm in love with you. I'm in love with you. But you're a baby. You're like 16. You don't even fully finish developing, I think, personally, until you're 25.
So then does
Men
it apply...
physically don't stop developing until they're 25.
So does that also apply for men dating young women?
Yes, I would definitely agree with that. Yes,
or
for sure.
is it the idea that like women like they grow older, like not grow older,
quicker?
We mature mentally quicker than men, so it's still like...
I think that's very arguable. I don't think that's necessarily fully true. I feel like you might say that I think experiences do mature you in certain respects. It's just that at the end of the day, your brain as a physical matter is still that brain. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like why they say, oh, if you take a kid from the ages of 0 to like 7 and you put them in like a church school or whatever and with a priest, dude, that's like crazy years to mold that child. Now, formative years are like your teens. You're a mess. Your hormones all over the place and stuff like that. If I think about my early 20s, I still feel like I was stupid and crazy. So I'm sorry. To me, it's like you taking advantage of this person because they're not fully formed yet.
Yes,
I'm not saying that she did. I'm not saying that she did.
I don't say in all cases because I feel like not all the time you can pinpoint everything to science. You know what I'm saying? Like I do understand the science of it all, and I do agree with you. But it's just like certain people. There are men that mature, and there are guys that do get married at 18, 19, and they stick to the marriage.
I mean,
and
he
it
has.
works.
He has. Like she was 40, whatever, when he met her, and they still are together. It seems. They are also Hollywood stars, so there's always arrangements back there. They are. They are. You always think that they're celebrities, dude. They have a different idea of marriage. They have agreements, entanglements.
I don't know.
They do.
I don't know.
You think it's all like, oh, my girl.
I can't speak for nobody business. You know how I feel about speaking on folks.
We're not speaking so much about business. We just know that if you are in a celebrity world, right, it's a different lifestyle.
It is. You know what it is?
A baller, also different lifestyle.
It's all a different lifestyle, but I feel like in my mind's imagination, I pin it down to like even regular folks now, we're exploring different ideas of marriage, different ideas of relationships, open, polyamorous. None of this was a thing before.
What,
Well,
polyamorous?
it was a thing, but it wasn't as discussed and as
Prevalent.
prevalent in
Prevalent's a
how
big
do I
word.
say no as what is a word for like curiosity?
Trending. I feel
Yeah.
like it is trending, to be fair.
To be fair, you know what I'm saying.
It's a trending thing.
You
but-
know, you were talking about relationships and age and stuff. You had mentioned something about like what is it?
The Golden Bachelor.
The Golden Bachelor.
So
Like,
there's
it's
a new
TV
show. Yeah, The Golden Bachelor.
I haven't watched it.
I haven't watched it either. But when I saw it, I sent it to you immediately, and I'm just like, brr, 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 brr. And I was like, the reason I laughed, I was like, I mean, yeah, old people can find love and stuff.
Hey,
Don't get me wrong. Don't
yes,
get me
I'm
wrong.
team old folk, baby.
The imagery is a little bit wild for me to get.
Why?
Because it's just.
What imagery? What is the imagery that is like
Because
holding
it's
you
kind of
back?
implied that, they're doing the things.
They're grown folks.
They are grown folks and they are doing the things, but like, anyway, yeah, I don't know, man. It was just a little bit weird for me, right? Because I'm like, okay, maybe if anything, this would probably be better if it were actually the old people finding people at their older age, because now they're more experienced, so they know what they want, right? Like The Bachelor, they have a bunch of girls or Bachelorette, bunch of guys, and they date them and they figure out who's the right person for them. And I feel like maybe if you're older, you have more of a distinct idea of what you want. Maybe. It's just that for me, it's like what are their stories and what are they really going to talk about? I know they're going to, I'm sure it's going to be a lot more in depth.
I feel like it could be even more interesting because
but it's wild to me.
The life history that they already have.
Because I'm also wondering, like, what happened for you to get to this position? Because they have to tell me the story.
For me, it's to be on TV. Like, how your wise, grown self.
She was wondering, how your old ass? That's what you wanted to say. Wise.
Wise, grown
Okay,
self.
BPOC.
Okay, but how you end up all the way on TV to find
PC.
love? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is where my mind is like going versus like, I don't see any of it wrong whether they're on there making out with each other, getting in a hot tub.
Oh my gosh, I can't even deal with that. If it's cute
but
and they
it's-
they pick.
No, what do you mean pet?
No,
Bro, do you not know
the
in
young
nursing
ones,
homes
even
is
the-
where it's going down.
Oh my gosh.
Meet me in the room.
I think I even saw this video of this
Find me in the
guy
garden.
dating this 89-year-old, this 20-something dating this 80, and then they
What are you? They're humans. They're
they
people.
are human, but
Imagine when you get that age, you don't think you're gonna function. You think you're gonna be holding hand with your grandpapa husband? Like,
old people
holding
have a
hand-
smile, dude.
They have a what?
They have a smile.
A
I said this before. They
smell?
have a smile.
Not all old folks have a smell. I am big on. Listen,
Old people have a smile.
no, you are just. You think you smell everything, bro.
Yeah, I do smell everything. That's the thing. I promise
don't-
you, old people have a smile. Everyone has a
What
smile.
does them having a smell?
It's
preventing
no. There's
them
a
from
scientific.
love?
No, yeah, there's nothing. There's no for sure.
Why
but to
can't
me,
they
it's
get
like.
cuddles
Yeah.
or get grown?
So
and
my question: if it's a
sexy?
Golden Bachelor, right? I like how they use the term Golden Bachelor.
Yeah, I don't like
Golden.
that they did them like that. Why couldn't it just be the Bachelor?
Nah.
No,
But
don't
my
nah.
question is, would they also be allowed to date younger girls?
Of
Or is
course,
it like old
or
people
younger
only?
guys.
I haven't seen it, so I can't really.
I
attest to it.
hope because then they would make it right. What do you mean? I don't get this like blockage.
Can you
for
really?
you.
Can you really? No, but can you really date someone that is that much younger than you?
Aaliyah?
That much
What do you
younger
call
than
Al
you?
Pacino? Is that his name? The actor, the 89-year-old who just
Yeah, and they
squeezed
divorced
out.
now.
It don't matter whether they divorced. He was still up in it, still with his old
Yeah,
self.
and now paying child support.
Listen, the man got money. He could afford that kind of
He
life.
can, I get.
That's
I mean,
on
it's a
him.
legacy thing, but
It's a legacy away, my brother.
but what are you really discussing?
My thing is like he was able to do it with young girl and people. Okay, people ain't had nothing to say. Well, they did have something to say, but nobody
I didn't
was.
say anything. I was like, ugh, another one. It's like it's really it's not uncommon for me. Like we
I feel
see
like it
it
depends
so
on the
often
people.
now.
Honestly, if you ask me, I don't mind a mature man. Like,
How old would you go?
how old would you go? Would you go
Oh,
that
low.
old?
Lol.
How old would I go? My maximum, even though I already got a little, I got my boo. But how old? Shout out. How old?
Whisper out, actually, because
Yeah.
we try to be like,
Okay.
but shout out.
So how old would you go? Honestly, I don't want to push my luck because my parents are older. I have older parents, and they're like late 60s or like early 70s.
Yeah.
So I would say my cap would be like 50, 55. No, 50, 50.
50?
50, early 50.
50?
Like 50 Cent.
I hope at that 50 you got 50 mil. Like, no, honestly, like, there's no
It's
other
not-
reason
why
I'm going to
always
be
gotta-
dating you unless you're...
What about your knowledge? Like, what if you're like, I love intelligent people.
No, but like, there's
I'm
old
a
men
homo
that get like
sapiens,
hot.
like,
Homo sapien.
You got me saying it wrong. Not
I didn't
CPA.
say... No, you said it right from the beginning, dude. You said homo before you said sapien.
I didn't say PA.
You meant sapiosexual.
yes.
That thing.
For me,
People
it's about,
love
like,
saying that.
For me, it's about the mind. Like, if you are intelligent, if we're able to have exchange banter, like, there you go. And there you go.
One of my friends was saying,
it's not all about the shmoney or the sexy or whatever. Like, how many young guys you've dated, like, realistically speaking, not younger than you, but like, how many guys you've dated around your age, and it's not giving?
yeah, but I've also dated, well, not really dated, but like I've also met.
What you asked me my age cap. What's your age cap?
I would say, actually, they can't be my parents' age anywhere close
Which
to it.
is
50s.
yeah.
I can't do that. But even like the 40s, I don't know, man. It's the same shit, really. Like,
For me, I've seen some
you mature.
active 50-year-olds like that are active like us, like energy level. Honestly,
No,
they
I'm not
have more.
doubting that.
They have more physique energy than I do. You
Yeah,
know
but
what I'm
then when
saying?
someone says sapiosexual, like, it's a little bit cringe. I'm sorry.
In what way?
Well, it's because you're not on the dating sites, but I know my friends will say that, like, some of these girls have on their dating Tinder posts be like, I'm a sapiosexual, and so I was like, oh god, it's like we're all so deep and we're into the mind, and I'm like, are you really though? Obviously we're talking about it differently because it's about how often they see it and whatever, and then they meet the gal and maybe it's not that great, and it's just
I think I think for you it's like seeing it on these apps, and then like, you know these women saying these things, and then like, yeah, I'm a
they're
homo
trying to
sapien.
seem,
Yeah, you like seem deeper in thought, and then you get to the first date, and they're like, okay, all right, let's go to the
yeah,
you know?
open it up, no problem. Vegas Strip. Sorry.
Vegas Strip.
Like,
Leave
no,
these ladies
no,
alone.
get yours. I'm not really. I would never judge. Get
Not
yours,
Vegas
but don't
Strip.
be saying like sapios. I'm just like, ugh. Just say, I want. I want, and I want to have it, and that is it.
I need it, and I need it now.
I want to need it now, and that's okay.
No, for like honestly, I feel like there are dope people out there that are like that needs that mental challenge, that conversation.
Yes,
I need it. Like I cannot
do.
I can't be mind you, I've tried. I cannot interact with someone without without convo, without talk.
you see, so now going back to the thing about the teacher thing, right?
Yeah.
And an older person and Aaron Taylor Johnson and stuff.
She was giving talk.
She might have been giving talk. It's just, for me, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I'm like, live and love and whatever. I just think that for the majority of people, let me put it that way, for the majority of people, you're not mature enough. You're not developed enough. I feel as if someone had to meet me in their 40s and I was in my 19, early 20s.
It wouldn't
like,
have been.
No, it would be a molding of a human for me personally. They would be molding me in a way where it's like I'm living my life through them so much as because I'm not really finding my own way just as yet. Do you get me?
Yeah.
And it's just,
I'm not gonna lie. I get the part because, like, of you saying like you're still finding your footing. Because for me,
I'm still finding my footing. I don't think you stop finding your footing.
Yes, that is.
But in your
that is
40s,
a very
I think you have a
big key.
little bit more, but you still know you're
You have more like stability.
Yeah.
You know, like it's like learning how to ride a bike. In the beginning, you fall. You're always gonna
How would you know?
You
I had to. You were coming for me the whole evening, G.
This is hated. You are a petty princess award of the night.
And I'm not really a petty gal, but you bring it out of me. You do. With love. I like it when you talk to me dirty.
Girl, ain't no dirtiness to you. But rewinding it back, like, I do have the feeling of what you're saying, like, and it's important to mention that we're always growing, because it frustrates me when, like, I have, like, people I know, they'll be like, oh, I need to be, I need to get my life, or I see people say, like, my life need to be in order, I need to be good before I make the next step and be with someone. You will never be fully good. You need to be able to grow with someone, because that's what life is. It's a journey of growth every step of the way, right?
I heard that.
But I do feel in a way what you're saying in terms of like when you are young, like young Sophie, she was wise, but she was wild. I was as wise as I was wild.
I don't know. I was young, dumb, and broken. Like that's two truths and a lie.
Young, dumb, and broke.
There's two truths and a lie there.
Bro.
Dumb and broke.
But I don't know. Like there are some people, they do need that person to guide them, to mold them, to shape them. Like I don't know if you ever heard of her. She's a comedian and an actress. Her name is Monique.
Yes.
So
the Thickums gal.
The Thickums. You mean she made the movie?
She's thick, no?
Yeah, Monique. She's an older lady now.
Yeah.
Yeah. She and her husband have a very unique relationship because she likes to call him daddy. And so, which sparked up controversy where she had to come out and explain why she calls him daddy. And she expressed that she calls him daddy because she says that he is shaping her. He is molding her. Mind you, maybe her younger childhood family life, she didn't have like a...
Hashtag daddy issues, hashtag mommy issues.
Where is the mommy issue?
Sorry, carry on your story, but we'll get there.
But... like she's saying, like, she calls him daddy because he molds her, right? Some people need that kind of love. Like, we have to be open to understanding that love language and the love that each individual need is different.
Love language? Can you, like, mold me into the person you need me to be? Jeez, that sounded off. But yeah, love language.
To you,
so
love,
love
is not a calculated chemistry. There's no chemistry to it.
Out of the 5 love languages, which one would that fall into? Acts of service, physical touch, affirmation. What's the other one? Quality time, and what's the gifts?
I say the last 3: acts of service, quality time, and gift. He's gifting her with guidance, spending time with her, and shaping her, and.
Dude, I don't know. This seems super culty to me, bro. Like, I don't know. It's like super culty and like, it's something about it. It's just something about it. I don't know.
So for you, it's like seeing a partner in that sense. Because honestly, when you do have a partner, you guys are guiding each other.
Yeah.
She is his mommy. She is nurturing him. That's what men and women are here doing for each other. You are nurturing your husband.
That just sounds like Oedipus Rex, bro.
What is this?
You don't know Oedipus Rex? Okay, I have to read this now because I always I'm not good at describing it very well. But if anyone knows Oedipus Rex, you understand what I mean. But it's amazing. My aunt, she actually performed it for her major production. She has an amazing voice.
Your aunt is a performer?
No, but when she was in high school, and her school had very good major productions, theater, should I say, major productions, and they did Oedipus, and that story is hectic. It's like it goes along with the whole Freud kind of theories, etc., etc. Okay, Oedipus Rex, also known by its Greek title, Oedipus Tyrannus, or Oedipus the King,
Mm.
is an Athenian tragedy by Sophocles that was first performed around 429 BC. So again, Greek mythology, love it because it's pretty much a reflection of society and what we do now and stuff. It gives us a lot of reference, should I say. Oedipus in Greek mythology, the king of Thebes, who unwittingly killed his father and married his mother.
Oh, I know this.
Everyone should know this.
Yeah, I've read this.
Homer related that Oedipus's wife and mother hanged herself when the truth of their relationship became known, though Oedipus apparently continued to rule at Thebes until his death. But he cut out his eyes when he realized it was his mom. He cut out his eyes. He killed his father. And then when he realized it's his mom, he cut out his eyes.
How he ain't realized it was his mama in the first place?
Dude, I don't know if there was a
blockage.
But the whole message about it is like free will. Fate versus free will is the central theme of the play. It goes to like stories about how you have this obsession with your mother as a man, you know, and you have this obsession with your father as a woman, and you'll always kind of want to marry someone that reflects your father or whatever. Sometimes. I'm not saying it's completely thing, but that's like the whole Freudian thing. There's this weird...
Yeah.
You see, but this is... So that's what I'm saying.
So for you...
I met a guy who said he had mommy issues, and I was like, oh my God. I'm glad he was honest about it, but he was like in his 40s.
In his 40s?
Famo! Bro, like, can you tell me, my 20-something-year-old...
We must do some therapy in this world, man.
And he was honest, and he said he had a thing for older women.
True, but you don't see the kind of the understanding of the idea that we are here nurturing each other in ways, even as friends. Like, you nurture, I nurture, we exchange, we grow, we guide. When you remove the creepiness out of it, okay, when you remove the creepy thoughts, those weird thoughts, you know, why do we lead into thinking that way anyways, is my biggest question.
Do you think it's natural to date someone that much older than you? Do you think it's natural?
I think
do you think it's natural? It's not talking about context of society now.
I'm not talking about society now or society back then.
I'm talking about scientifically, naturally, as a human being.
I'm talking about, I don't lead life into what is deemed natural by society's definition. Life should be as you feel. For me, natural or not, if you connect with someone, why are you depicting, age, sorry. I'm not saying that in a sense of like, okay, for rapists or for pedophiles, okay? But in a sense of like, if it's of decency, if you tell me, is it natural for you to date a 30, 40-year-old? It's two adults. It's 25, two mature adults.
Yeah, if after 25, yes, it's different. I think you have some level of maturity. I'd hope, right? And
I can agree on that.
But before that, no.
23, no.
Dude, honestly, even here at my age, I'm like, I want to say I have some levels of maturity, but I also know that I have a lot to learn, and I'm flawed, and I think that but it depends.
In this same case, there might be a 23-year-old somewhere in another country or somewhere here as well who might feel like, bro, I'm mature, I'm ready. Be with a 40. But who are you to say that?
I don't. Okay, you know what? I could be wrong. I just don't feel it personally. I think that you're so young, man. You're so young. Like, life is, and we want to say that we're more mature with the ages and stuff because of society and how we're evolving, but there's so many things that I don't think our brain has developed to that level yet. You don't know everything.
But it also comes not only to brain or scientific, in my eyes.
It's experience.
Not just experience. It comes from, I think, many different things in our lives don't always solely fall on the scientific ideas revolving around them, but also falls on the cultural, the experience, as you say, right? It falls on many different things. In a
That's
different
just a different
culture,
science, dude. It's a social science.
Whatever it be.
But it's just a different science.
I have a question. You a Scientologist type of
No,
person?
no,
Because
no,
you're
no.
big on the science, you know.
No, I'm using the term science in a very.
I know, in
But
a
it's
broad way.
but it's. I just want us to be realistic about these things and say that.
But what I'm trying to tell you in a realistic
How many
manner,
people get taken advantage of? G.
loads,
Way too many.
way too many, loads.
And
I agree.
there are those.
But there are some countries based on cultural
Yes.
life,
Yes.
based on religion, many different things.
Yes.
That where you are like, hey, no way a 23-year-old is ready.
They were doing
might,
it at 14.
They might not even 14. They might tell you 23 is. I am ready. I'm feeling ready.
Yeah.
And they might stand on that, right? Like, it's just a difference for me in terms of that kind of science. I feel like it falls on many different things. For sure, I do agree with you. Brain matter, science is involved in this process. But I also think culturally, there's people in certain cultures, I say, might be more mature, more advanced than I am, life-wise, right? There are certain young women in different countries that have been exposed, experienced in that have different values than I do, that could be ready to marry way before me. And then there is me, who's been exposed and been through certain different things. I might not be ready to marry until I'm 30, 40, 50.
Yes. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like it comes from a wholeness of it all. Like, of course, you have to have the brain, right? The brain has to get there. But there are spiritually, too. What if emotionally, too? There are people that maybe brain-wise, their brain is ready to be married. But emotionally, baby, you don't need to be with nobody right now.
Yeah, but there's also that argument where you can say that even if I'm not emotionally ready, or I'm healing, should I say, you can still heal and be with another person. Like, that's the thing.
Yeah.
You see, but I would...
You see the differences? For me, you can't heal and be with someone because...
I think that it can happen.
No.
I think it can happen.
You're carrying baggage into something that you want to be healthy.
Why is baggage always a bad thing? To me, baggage is, it's like learning, right? It's like learning. It's history. It's knowledge.
Yes, you can learn. There's history, there's knowledge. But for me, in my eyes, you need to, not that, like I told you in the beginning when we were talking, and I believe that you can be and grow with someone, but I feel like there's certain things, like, let's say you dated a guy, right? And y'all broke up. Within about a week, you're on to the next guy. That's not working out. Then you're carrying.
Dudes see that all the time.
That's on them. Do you think it's healthy what they're doing? They do it all the time, and
maybe
they
people
just go
heal
from
differently.
People heal, and I agree. But I do believe that us as human beings, we should be learning how to be alone, to self-reflect, to heal, to properly process what we're going through.
When did you become aware of the whole concept of healing?
When did I become aware of the
whole concept? Be honest, before or after 25?
Last year.
So now, coming back to my point, motherfuckers ain't mature enough before the age of 25.
But that's me. That is me.
No,
I have younger friends that have been on that trajectory way before me. You know what I'm saying?
Fair.
Me, I'm not I'm not marching for nobody, speaking up on nobody's behalf. I have found my healing journey and myself. It's not healing necessarily, but self-reflection, because
same shit.
I have not necessarily, because
I think they can go together.
They can go together, but the journey that I was on was a self-reflecting journey of looking within self and focusing and zoning in on me, because healing can, for certain people, right? It could be like, I went through something bad and I'm trying to let go of that memory and move forward, right? And then there's the self-reflecting journey of, I've been through certain things that are bad, but what did I do to contribute to those things happening?
Yes,
right?
Yes.
There's differences.
Yes.
Okay, this is why I say you do need the time to heal, because from there you can get into the self-reflecting stage. Because if you never get into that self-reflecting stage, you will never feel that you will never be able to see yourself in a different trajectory for you to allow that growth process, right? And it will take you longer for you to, in my eyes, for you to be able to be healthy.
Healthy.
Okay, healthy.
Healthy.
Whoa!
Heal. Healthy.
I hate it.
So stupid.
That was so corny. That was so corny. Boy, yeesh.
Healthy. Gee whiskers, sorry about that, guys. That was a little bit lame, but we're doing it.
Cute. But it was cute. But it was cute. I
Healthy.
Healthy. For you to be healthy, okay, you have to have that. For me, in my eyes, you need a bit of that self-reflecting phase, because honestly, a lot of things went on in my life where I had certain like disconnections, is where I'm gonna say, and I always just saw, as I was healing from that situation, just saw the lesson, right? Saw the situation for what it was, but I never took a step back, fully back, to then self-reflect. What did you contribute in wrongdoing?
Yeah.
Or what did you contribute to allow such situation to, even have room to take place?
I agree. I did that a lot, and I was like, damn, Aaliyah, you're an asshole.
So
I have to admit it, I've been an asshole.
So when you self-reflect, now that I started that self-reflecting journey, I was able to now say, to discover so much more of me, to say like, okay, these things went on because you also did this.
Because you're a dickhead.
Or, yeah, you're a dickhead. Or these qualities in you can also be negative points within yourself.
Yes.
Right? And then it allows you to grow, to be in a different journey.
So you're more cognizant of those things.
Cognizant of yourself. You need that self-recognition, right?
Facts, bro.
So that's why I'm like, can you heal with someone? Yes. But it makes the process a bit more challenging because you have another party that you're not, I don't want to say distracting, but
yeah, you're enveloping into your bullshit. That was me being very harsh about it. But just to kind of wrap up this topic just very quickly, but I agree 100% in that. I believe that too, because if I want to be in a relationship with someone, I want to know that I'm settled enough and I'm together enough to give that person the best of me. Because if I know that I'm still in too many mindsets, and I just don't think it'll be fair on the other party. And if you truly love someone, you want to you want to give them their best. You're not going to have always the greatest times, but I just want to be in that place where I don't necessarily resent the other party, but resent myself for not doing the best for me to be happy, and thus make that person happy too.
Yes.
I
agree. There's just a thing of like, in on the same hand, I do feel that, like, as I said from the beginning, we need to remember that we will continue to grow, right?
Yeah.
So if you are like very adamant on, I need to be perfect, or I need to completely have self-reflection, in all honesty, we won't, we are, as you mentioned earlier, also, it's a growing process. We are healing, growing, learning every step of the way. Yeah. As long as you can have dated yourself enough, you know what I'm saying, where you are cognizant of yourself, I think it's okay to grow along with someone,
Fair.
I think from that perspective, yeah. Now, talking about healing, what about tattoo, sis?
Yeah, sorry, because we need to move on from this topic.
I want that sauce. That sauce.
That was a little bit deep, guys. But it was I think it was deep. Very important.
Yeah, necessarily.
To think about it, because I don't think people really think about these things enough.
Sauce of the day.
The saucy sauce.
Let's get saucy.
I don't know. It's more annoying to me when I think about it. But tell me.
Okay, so I don't know. We've all seen it, okay? So we have had all time to witness this journey of fuckery. Okay? And
I didn't witness that journey. You told me about it.
You didn't watch it? You didn't see it?
I saw, you saw. So when I saw it on her face and then I watched the next slide, I was annoyed. So I stopped it halfway.
So the beautiful young lady, okay, who went and did the quote unquote prank of tattooing in big letters very boldly her boo's name on her forehead.
Yeah.
And then later went back and like, I got y'all. It was fake.
And this is why.
And this is why tattoos are banned.
Oh my gosh.
Blah, blah, blah. What killed me, okay, the reason why it's Salsa Today is not even sus. It was the comments. It was the comments on that final video.
And I agree with the comments 100%.
Bro,
I was just like, no one actually asked. No one asked.
I literally died. Because
read the comments for me.
Bro, one commenter was like, she's a pretty good influencer. She's influencing me to delete my internet and cut my eyes out.
Eat a piss, bro. I want to cut my eyes out too. Because when I saw that, I was like, oh,
it gets better.
Oh,
it's the second comment. I was dead. No one cares, you attention-seeking knob. Living
that person's a British. That person's definitely British, calling someone a knob.
No, you have to read it so it can have better effects. Because that killed me.
My accent isn't necessarily British. Did you screenshot all?
Here.
How many did you screenshot?
No, it's just that. I only screenshot. I was done at the first two.
No one cares you attention-seeking knob living for likes. True. And then someone said, stop making these people famous. Agreed, actually. And the older I get, the more disconnected I feel from the world. No, like really. But shame, I think she's like Eastern European shame.
Why they did her like that,
but
bro?
she explained that, she got tatted all over her body and she regrets it. And like, you guys need to think about these things. And I'm like, brother.
You could have just did a PSA, boo.
Yeah,
like,
a PSA and also...
Sus,
some people actually do get tattoos on their face because they're forced to get tattoos.
Not even forced. There are people that actually do it. Like Amber Rose, she got her kids' names tatted on her forehead.
Yeah, we talked about tats on faces, man. I mean, you can do it.
She did it cutely. Amber did it cutely. Ish. Because I feel like the forehead
where I
tattoos
get my
is
tattoos.
strong. This boy is strong, boy. Whoa. Out of all the body parts, you pick the strongest?
I saw someone get they apparently they had a $10,000 procedure to tattoo their eyeballs. Tattoo their eyeballs black, like full on black. White dude, obviously. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. What am I though? Because like that's some crazy shit. How many black people are trying to tattoo their eyes black?
Tell me why.
Unless you like Lil Uzi, I could see him doing that because he freaking put a diamond in his forehead. He said he was some sort of Marvel fanatic or something.
Enlightening. He was enlightening.
No, he was enlightening. Stupid. Sorry.
Don't talk about Uzi.
Anyways, they try to get it off him. They try to rip it off his face. Idiot. I'm just like, you can't be doing that in a third world country where they'll rob you, bro, and they'll cut your head off.
Bro, talking about that.
They'll cut your hands off. They cut your head off.
Listen, as like a sidebar, like crazy side note, talking about that, I heard an essay. Somebody told me an essay. They be snatching wigs off.
Yeah, they do. Like there
somebody
was
tell me you be walking
dreadlocks,
in the
even dreadlocks, but they come with scissors behind you. They go
like dreadlocks. What are they gonna do with the dreadlocks?
People like dreadlocks. People like that as a style.
But cool. But what are you gonna do with the hair that you've taken?
You resell it, G.
Oh, bro.
You didn't have to think about it that hard. You talked about human hair. Like they want human dreadlocks. Bruh.
Nah, bro.
If it ain't looking real, it ain't feeling real, we don't want it.
Y'all do too much.
You
want snatching wigs off. Imagine you walking the street, you doing your thing, and yeah, boy.
That's just funny though. When I see people having wigs on, because like girls, I understand girls like their wigs.
That's why they got the whole.
But when they go, it looks so embarrassing. But I'm like, this is funny. Keep your hair. Unless you got like an actual skin condition, but otherwise, if you don't, try wear your natural hair. I know it's hard.
No, it's hard. It'd be hard.
I know.
It'd be hard.
We know.
It'd be hard, but like, and I also understand the creativeness and
snatching wigs.
No, not. No, and and wanting to switch up your look.
No, dude.
The artistic side of it
For
all, but
me,
not
like,
the snatching
There's a
wigs.
creativity in being like, actually, you know what? I'm gonna cut this person's dreadlocks off, and I'm gonna run behind them.
And then resell
Catch
it.
them on the
To
right
resell
side.
it. Could you imagine, like,
That
they're
takes
on a
agility, dude. That's
bump
like
the
you have to be
agility.
smooth.
Bump the agility. It's the reselling. I got 3 pieces of dread.
And they know it though, because they understand. You know what? It's more expensive because they understand the effort you went through to get to.
Y'all wild, bro.
No, it's not only SA. I'm sure there's many other places, but yeah, that's what happens. Anyways, we're gonna
Hold your wigs, ladies. Y'all better get that.
Okay, but like side note though,
Strength glue.
one of my my family friends, she taught me that she's just she's a different kind of gal.
You can't wear glueless wigs in SA.
No, but like she told me, right, like if I ever was in a fight, and I'm not a girl that likes violence because I don't like touching people. Like people, if someone comes at you and they like slap you, are you not gonna go for them? I'm like, I'd want to, but I don't want to touch nasty bullshit. Like it's like for me, I'm like, I don't want that juju on my hands. You know what I mean? I already have to go, you know, what's that stuff, like cleanse myself from what just put themselves on me. So I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Anywho, that's besides the point.
I'm going to snatch you up.
But she said the way you fight, right, is that if you fighting with the girl, because girls fight nasty. They'll have their nails, they'll have their earrings, and they'll try to go for your earrings. They'll try to scratch your face. That's where all that Vaseline thing came from. You know, like always put Vaseline so you don't get scratched. Hectic. And so... hectic. And so she said, like, if you have a fight with the girl, right? I'm just like, yeah. She's like, okay. And you know, they have a weave on or they have braids on. It's like you know what you do? You just take each side of their hair on either side of their head and you sit. Like you sit down. And then they're going to be like trying to go for you, like grab on you, but they can't do anything because their head is stuck. You know what I mean? Because you got the hair.
Not the fighting tactics.
No, but can you imagine just...
in tech.
No, but like imagery though, right? You have someone's hair and then they still try to grab you.
Y'all wild, bro.
I didn't know how she knew this, but I was like...
Good looks.
No, but that would work. Now I know. I don't want to get touched. I'm like, just grab her hair.
Bro, it's just I'm still processing. Like, I'm going on a stroll with my girl. Like, we going to the mall or whatever. And, like, I'm strolling down. What is a street in SA? Give me a street name. Popular street name.
I don't know, Witkoppen.
I'm strolling down Witkoppen. You know what I'm saying? Scoping it out with my dog. Yeah. And then, boy, somebody come and snatch your bitch ass up. Line it up.